And plus, I will get the customer feedback.
Yeah.
There might be some advancements or improvements which
Exactly.
we are supposed to make.
Exactly. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a demo on the kiosk. So we can see the kiosk right here, and this is actually a physical device. So when they buy it, we ship it to them. So you can see that on like the top left, you have the name of the masjid. You have the steps of donation. So like right now, the user. So they will have the lights on the other room. So then on this kiosk, you can see at first glance we have some. This is like the presentation screen. This is 20. This kiosk is on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 30 days a month, and like 365 days a year. Like we really have kiosks that have been on for about 2 years.
It never sleeps.
It doesn't sleep, nothing. Yeah, and they work really well. They're champs. So you can see it's maybe unclear right now, but on the top. On the top, you can see that we have the steps in the donation flow. And the purpose of this is that so that the person who comes up to donate, remember, people are just walking in the masjid, right? And they just see this kiosk. A lot of them may not know what it is. So once they come up here, you want to give them a clear transparency in their progression for the donation, right? Because all those things help in, what's it called? How? Just give me a second. I want to increase the quality on this. Okay, so that's not happening right now. So you can see that we have the progression for the donation, right? You have select amount. It's like step number 1. So step number 2 is select category. Step 3 is swipe card. Step 4 is confirm, and then you get the receipt. So this is to provide transparency because a person who doesn't know too much, he may come. He should have kind of a clear understanding where I am in the donation flow. So you can see he comes up and immediately he says, please donate generously. There's a background, right? And then there's some donation amounts, or they can choose another amount. On the bottom left, we have the cards that we support. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover. And then we have right here in the middle, in the bottom, powered by Mussolini.com, right? So then on the left, we're able to send over-the-air updates to the kiosk. If we change anything or bug fixes, we don't want to have to go anywhere, right? Okay. Because the most important thing is we want to stay as reserved as possible. So you see this little shield right here. This is actually an administrator icon. So they can click on this and they can type their admin password. And if for some reason they forgot their admin password, they can always enter their kiosk license, right? Remember the license to get into the kiosk, they can always enter that. But in the beginning, the password is always temp, T-E-M-P. And it was really fun. Anyway, it's okay. So on the top, it's unclear for the people who are watching, but we have a couple of things. You see the kiosk license on top, so that in case they want to match it, see which one it is, they can see that. They can see the current kiosk version. It's 1.14 right now. And this is anyway. So one other thing they can do is they can check for update, right here. If they want, they can go to the Android system settings. So what this does is they can go here. Maybe they want to connect to Wi-Fi. They change their Wi-Fi password, so they can go here and change those things. Maybe they want to go to display and brightness. They want to make that higher or something. This kiosk is really funky. It's opposite. It's because it's from China. This is the first one I saw like this. But anyway, it's really funny. So yeah. There's a few important things like when people are setting up the kiosk. We'll do another video for kiosk setup because once you're selling to a customer, you're going to want to help them to set it up and everything also. So let's go back here to where we were. And you can see, right now there's no home button, but once the administrator, he put his password, if he goes to system settings, you can see now all these things appear. The home button appears, they can go down here like a normal Android app. So we're able to programmatically hide and show those things. You understand? So now if they press home, you can see one very important thing to understand in the kiosks, you have the default launcher, which is you have the where the apps are and everything, right? But that's then we have like these different kiosks. There will only be one in a masjid. There's only going to be launcher 3 and musallin kiosk, right? So musallin kiosk, we can make that always the launcher. So whenever anybody presses home, it's always going to go that. That one will almost never be shown. But anyway, for now, we don't want to lock it in because we're just using it like this. So let's just go back here. Let's do back. And we were this one, right? So they can do change password if they want. Change password for the kiosk. The temp, they can change it to something else. And one very important thing is the kiosk password has nothing to do with the dashboard password. The dashboard password is different because there's going to be different accounts, right? And different people will be using it. But the kiosk will be shared. One password, they can share it amongst themselves. Then, remember you were asking about these quick amounts? We can change these amounts.
If somebody forgets the password,
then they can put the kiosk license. Remember the license, and that's going to be on their dashboard. So let's say they forget the password, they can go on their dashboard, manage kiosk, and they can see the kiosk license and write that in. That's the backup worst case. So they can customize the quick amounts. So we have, remember, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50. If they want, maybe they have a fundraiser. Maybe they want to make this like 100, 150, 250, 200, and like 500. And we actually have masjids who've done this. Done. So you can see these things. So remember, this is only for the administrator. The other thing is maybe they have an event, they want to go to YouTube or show something. A lot of masjids they're different, right? They have events or something. Like they have open houses, not Muslims, they come and they keep like banners or a kiosk which shows some information. So they can go to like open browser and then they can go on whatever website or something, maybe something, and then they can show that information as well. So we don't want to lock them into this. Maybe they want the admins only. They want to use it for. They can reset the kiosk to factory settings. This is rarely used. Refresh the kiosk data. Let's say for some reason it's not refreshing or something. This nobody really needs to use it, but it's a manual refresh, right? So let's say we go here. Remember we set the salat times. Now with the salat times, the weird thing is it doesn't refresh right here. You have to go here, then you go back, and let me see if it's saved. Should be showing the. Anyway, what happens is it shows the salat times also if it has. Otherwise, it centers like this. So
we have to go this very category.
Yeah. So you go here. Then
okay.
So it automatically moves. It's just like a checklist. So you can see these are the 3 things. So I go here, and then you can see it has the animation to show which way to swipe the card. And this will be like this mounted on here. There's like a strong tape we have, and it really doesn't get off. It's extremely strong. So it just shows like that, and then I can go like this and swipe. So the thing is that when it's connected to the computer, it acts funny. But if it's not able to read it when it has more things. I should be showing this here as well. Actually. That's important. So you can see there's this animation. I don't know. I wasn't showing this here. So this shield, this is the admin options. The initial password is usually temp. And then they can check for update. They can go to system settings if they want to go to the Android settings and change their Wi-Fi password or whatever, connect to a new Wi-Fi. They can change their kiosk password from temp to something else. They can customize the quick amounts from like 10, 15 to higher amounts. Open the browser or refresh, do a manual refresh or reset the factory settings. So now, a person he sees, he said, okay, I want to donate 100 or another amount, up to them. They can choose. So once they click here, you can see it progress from select amount to select category. So now they can do like masjid construction. So let's say I slice it. When it's connected to the computer, then I don't know for some reason. So also it has like a time where if it's inactive, then it resets to the main screen. So you can see I swipe
Oh.
and it shows this. Can you please put this back in? So if there's no activity on like because you don't want it to be where maybe someone swiped their card or something and their name is there. You don't want it to be like that forever. So if there's no activity on the kiosk for like 30 seconds or a minute, it resets to the it resets. And if somebody they can enter their credit card number manually also. So like we can press this, pressing my laptop. You can put all this information there, and it will do the same thing. So we can do continue, and once I do this, you're going to see that confirm and receipt came here. So it has the masjid up here, the category that you're donating to. This is a new feature. This is not really in production. We won't show this. If they want a receipt, they can press this, and then they can say, okay, I'm Gmail, and then exactly, and then put their address and okay. So let's just make it whatever. Okay, like that. And then donate. We don't want to donate because we'll actually donate here. This is actually production. So anyway, that's pretty much the kiosk. There's not, too much complexity to it. That's really it. The salat times and
So,
this.
for a visitor, it might appear like this.
Yeah, exactly. It's just going to be like this. So we can have more training videos on. There's some more intricacies and everything, but I think this is enough for the video. Yeah, it's good enough. So any questions on this? Yeah. Cool. I'll end the recording.